AniMoguls are in the house. I'm Megabus.
And I'm Tycoon.
In today's episode of Disney Meet the Parents, we're gonna take a closer look at what happens after Rapunzel and Flynn finally get married. Now, she's a princess and he's a thief, so it's almost like Jasmine and Aladdin round 2.
Except Flynn isn't even really poor. He's not struggling to survive. He's doing well for himself. While Aladdin's clothes are old and in tatters, Flynn's got new boots, new clothes, new everything. But you won't see Flynn giving his spoils to a bunch of orphan children. He's saving up to build his own castle.
And Flynn is so bad, he even double-crosses other thieves. At least with Kasim and his 40 thieves, they were a tight-knit group. They hung out together. They looked out for each other. But Flynn, he sold the Stabbington brothers down the river first chance he got. Clearly, he's never heard of the term honor amongst thieves.
And I think Rapunzel's parents have to worry, because Rapunzel's very naive. She's so trusting. She's never had human contact beyond Mother Gothel for the first 18 years of her life. So the first guy that crawls into her tower, she falls in love with him. And her parents are thinking, Rapunzel, you're only 18. You need to sit down and evaluate your life choices. Flynn's an older man. Maybe you need to be with somebody younger. Maybe you need to be with somebody your own age.
Now, they mention in the movie how she kept asking and asking until Flynn finally said yes. But they don't say what happens after, because maybe they didn't live happily ever after. Because Flynn got jailed, and Rapunzel's parents are like, look, we're gonna find you somebody a little more suitable. The problem is that Rapunzel's parents are not going to be able to stop Flynn and Rapunzel right off the bat. They have to give him a chance, because he did bring their daughter back to them. So they're like, maybe he can be changed. But Flynn's bad to the bone.
Exactly. A tiger doesn't change his stripes. You've gotta wonder, because Flynn always wanted a castle, and he got exactly what he wanted. But is he still gonna want to be around when the royal life gets too stifling?
For somebody like Flynn, he's gonna get bored. Everything's gonna be handed to him on a silver platter. It's gonna be too easy. And Flynn, he's not lazy. He enjoys the chase. He enjoys the thrill. Now, Rapunzel, she's happy because she's got her parents and she's got access to the world outside her tower, which is what she was always looking for. So now her focus is on getting to know her real parents and getting over the fact that the person who she thought was her mother was basically a heartless, abusive monster.
I think if Flynn's parents showed up, they would love to have Rapunzel as their daughter-in-law, because she can heal their son. He gets into trouble a lot. So every time he gets a cut or a broken bone, Rapunzel can just wrap her hair around and sing a little doo-dah and Flynn will be healed again.
It's interesting because there are so many benefits to having Rapunzel as your spouse. She has all these talents. She can cook, she can sew, she can paint, she can play chess, she plays guitar, she does ballet. I mean, what can't she do? Who wouldn't want such a multi-talented, beautiful royal princess for their daughter-in-law?
It's true, she's a catch.
It's Flynn who's on trial here. And ironically, Flynn is the one who is really going to suffer through this, because he's the one who's had to change to fit into Rapunzel's world, not the other way around. Flynn's giving up his old life to be with Rapunzel, and while he says he's seen the light, old habits are hard to give up, as anybody who's ever tried to quit the internet knows all too well.
Exactly. When the silverware goes missing, everyone's gonna suspect Flynn, and that's gonna bother him, because he either took the silverware and is annoyed because he got caught, or he didn't take it and he's tired of everyone accusing him of doing things he doesn't do anymore.
Now, the cool thing is that because the Tangled TV show came out, we're gonna get to see how Flynn and Rapunzel's relationship plays out. And mark my words, there's gonna be some tension. I mean, there'd better be.
I want to see some tension akin to that of Cece and Franz in the Princess Cece TV show.
Any of you who have not watched Cece and Franz's epic love story, you need to get in on that stat. Even if you're a guy and you don't like that stuff, even then.
There's all kinds of fun to be had.
No spoilers, but intrigue. Intrigue galore. I mean, the craziest things happen on that show. But we're gonna do a separate video about that so you can check that out when it hits the airwaves.
That brings us to the end of Disney Meet the Parents, Rapunzel and Flynn. If you missed last week's episode, check out our video on Aladdin and Jasmine's tumultuous relationship. Adios from the AniMoguls.